Hey there, it's Kelly Donaprio, your favorite industry best friend. Well, I'm here to let you know that you've done something great for your agency by joining and listening in on our podcast or watching our YouTube channel. I just want to remind everybody that we're here to help. So if you need anything, drop a comment, go to our website, hang out with our chat, or just contact us. There's a problem in your agency, I got solutions, right? I like to think of it, you got a problem, I'll solve it. But let's get into the content today so that you can improve your awareness and knowledge of solutions that exist to the agency's core challenges. Knowing who you are and how you serve is the best, but not having anything written because you're scared that 2 or 3 people might get upset isn't going to work. So how do you set reasonable and rational agency standards and goals? I think this is something that everybody struggles with, right? You don't want to make them too strict or too lax, and then all of a sudden you're no better. So we work with this with agencies all across the country because standards actually allow you to grow. And what do I mean by that? There is freedom and discipline. It's one of my absolute favorite quotes out there, freedom and discipline. When I am disciplined and I go to the gym and I eat healthy, I feel better. There is freedom in that, not having the burden of all of this. In insurance, I find a lot of times we are such people pleasers. We want to serve everyone. We want to make everyone happy. But let's be honest, who's really happy with their insurance? So what we need to do is figure out, where do those boundaries go? When I think about this, I think about Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A said, I'm going to serve chicken and I'm going to not be open on Sundays. But we're going to have bomb sauce, that crushed ice that makes me happy, a good fountain diet Dr. Pepper. I don't drink a lot of soda, so when I do, it's got to be a big deal. And we're going to be reasonable to have healthy options so you don't have to feel like garbage eating out. They chose the freedom of their standards. And I think in agencies, we need to be thinking all the time about, how do we work best? So do you work best chasing people for payment, or do you work best with clients who want to be an EFT or ETH? Now, some of this has to do with your community as well. Who do you serve? Maybe if you do serve a lot of farmers, they prefer cash. Maybe if you serve a lot of, senior citizens, they want walk-in opportunities. Knowing who you are and how you serve is the best. But not having anything written because you're scared that 2 or 3 people might get upset isn't going to work. In many agencies, we make changes, and I'm always, especially with a new agency, I'm just like, we made the change. And sometime within 48 hours, I get the panic call, email, text, I need to meet with you. And they're like, we have to revert. And I'm like, what are we reverting? Whether that be like a phone tree or some kind of standard. They're like, everybody's upset. Nobody likes this. And I'll go, okay, so how many people? I say, well, I got 1 complaint. Okay, well, you took in X amount of calls. Now, let me ask you this. Last week, did you get any complaints before we did this? Yes, I got complaints because people went to voicemail. No one called them back. I'm like, okay, so we've just exchanged the complaint quantity, but had upside on scalability and the ability to find somebody you don't have to be waiting on hold for as long time. And again, I'm just using examples, but you want to get routed into the facts, not the feelings. So to pick your agency standards, look at your marketplace, number 1. Number 2, identify how you work best. And then number 3, identify the fact that you have to operate in the facts, not the feelings, when you make those agency standard changes. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It is so fun giving you guys tips and tricks every single, week out there. Remember, you can find us on social media for updates. You can like or comment on this podcast or video, and we're here for you. And check out our website. There's a ton of tools. We have over 1,000 blogs on our website. We have over 1,000 videos on YouTube. You can search and find answers to your top questions. But also, if you need a little bit more help, you want a best friend that's there cheerleading for you, giving you the guidance that you need, and being there on some of those tough days, let us know. We'd love to meet your agency and learn if we're a good fit. All right, signing off. Go sell insurance.